Hello everyone, welcome. 2XKO has released. Is officially released on console and computers. It's already been on PC for a while now, um, and I just wanted to make a quick video about it. Let's just jump straight into it. I'm not going to give much preface to it. I think 2XKO is a decent game. I think it's going to land decently amongst the fighting community, and I think it's not going to draw a ton of attention, or at least not yet. I think there's still a few flaws with the game overall. I have played what I would consider a decent amount. I played when it first released on PC, when they dropped Warwick, and I would say that Warwick is my favorite character so far. And new to the roster is Caitlyn. So I'm just going to hop into a private match just to rant and ramble a little bit. So yeah, 2XKO, I haven't played it since it first came out when Warwick dropped. So it's probably going to look a little ugly as I get back into it. Yeah, I'm just going to accidentally super all the time, probably. But I think that 2XKO is a decent fighter. I've never really been into fighting games. I never really played like any of the other ones. My brother is a big fighting game player, and he's made me play Mortal Kombat with him. He's made me play Street Fighter with him, and stuff of the sort. But 2XKO is the first fighter that I'm kind of willing to play by myself, just because it has, you know, characters that I already know and love, which are League of Legends characters. You know, and that's just kind of, it's easy for me to get into it because I already know and love a lot of these characters. And then, you know, God, Caitlyn looks like she's going to be so incredibly annoying. I got so distracted by this. But I think that 2XKO should land decently in the fighting game market. I haven't bothered to look into it yet to see how it's landed, because it pretty much just came out. Oh, that's an interesting little combo. Wow. Oh, you do actually have to aim that. Interesting. I thought that was kind of like an automatic thing. I hit the headshot. That's a headshot. No, it's not. I can't tell. I just feel like half of this gameplay is going to be this for this character. But yeah, I think that 2XKO should launch relatively well. The only thing that I think 2XKO is going to run into problems with is how frequently Riot is actually going to be able to create more heroes. I think so far they're doing quite well with what the roster currently has, besides the fact that most of the community is already kind of complaining about the fact that it's more of a arcane fighter right now. Riot really wanted to go all in on arcane and make it so that they could capitalize off of arcane and capitalize off of all of the characters that were in arcane. Because, like, I don't know if I don't know how many people have actually paid attention to the fact that, like, this half of the roster is arcane characters, right? Like, we have arcane character, arcane character, arcane character, arcane character, arcane character. And then we have Teemo, Noxus character, which could have almost been an arcane. humanoid that wasn't in Arcane, humanoid that wasn't in Arcane, but these two were in the Ruin King game. These two were in the Ruin King game, and so was this character, and so was this character. Um, that's a personal issue that I have. A lot of people are calling it the Arcane Fighter, but my issue is that we've seen these characters in so many other forms of media. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if next we get Silas. Just because of how easy it would be for them to transition to putting Silas in the game. Because again, this character was already in a different game, this character was already in a different game, this character and this character were already in different games. And then these characters were all in Arcane. He got retconned from Arcane. He could have been in an Arcane, but he wasn't. And yeah. But I think 2XKO is doing a good job in bridging the gap between the fighting game community, because the fighting game community is notorious for being one of the hardest communities to like enter as a new player, right? Like if you're a new player getting into fighting games, you're just gonna get rolled so often in like normal play. It's just so hard to get into being a fighting game player. And I think 2XKO with its auto combo system is pretty decent for getting people into the game. And I think it's a pretty decent idea for Riot to be making an entire fighting game based on their already successful roster of infinite potential characters that they can put in this game. I do have fear for certain characters that I just feel like aren't going to make it in here, because I don't even know what I just did. I just did like a cancel back, like a backflip cancel. Oh yeah, because he has like a double jump when he is enraged. But there are some certain characters that I think aren't going to make it into 2XKO. I still think the name is garbage, by the way. I don't know if anyone else thinks that the name is garbage, but it's definitely a garbage name. But some characters that probably won't make it into the game ever are like Aurelion Sol, Nautilus, Malphite, some of like the giants. You know, there's a lot of giants in League of Legends that probably won't make it in because it doesn't make sense for them to be in here. Now, even with that said, I still want it to happen. You know, I still like want it to happen. I do feel like Riot has the balls to do it. Especially, they could do something like, I know in one of the Marvel vs. Capcom games, there is like a character like Galactus or something. And it's just a character that takes up, like, zooms the screen out and takes up the entire screen, like all the way up to the health bar right here, right? Like, all the way up to where as high as I'm jumping, and that's just their standing height. And that character just has like no mobility and just has like combos and stuff that it can do. Like you just can't jump on that character at all. And like that would be a really cool concept to me personally. I think it would be a decent idea. And they could do that for Aurelion Sol. They could do that for plenty of the other characters. But otherwise, I think that 2XKO is doing a pretty good job with distinguishing themselves as a tag fighter. Number one, I do think a tag fighter was the right play. And the fact that you can choose to not do the tag fighter thing with multiple different ways. You can do like Juggernaut, and Juggernaut fully allows you to just like ignore the tag fighter system. And I don't know why I just did that again. Now, obviously, the only thing I'm worried about is that I do feel like they're gonna just skin whore a lot on this game. So, like, it kind of might be like a low-key way for them to just make money. I accidentally did this, whatever. Yeah, see, I have 87 matches. Seeing that defeat sucks. Oh, I probably was against somebody that I was just like running constantly because I wanted to learn how to fight him better. But yeah, like Arcane, right? They're just gonna skin horror a lot. Is this the Shadow Moon? Wait, is that the Warwick skin? You guys are about to see me spend money on live. That is the Warwick skin that I want. I want that. I don't care. All right, we're back. We're back. I totally bought the skin. I don't care. Anyways. Like I had to. I don't care. I don't care. This is the best Warwick skin. This is a skin that isn't available in League of Legends, unfortunately, and this is a very good Warwick skin. This is currently the only character that I actually think that I'm fairly decent with. Oh, look at the moon effects. That's so nice looking. Anyways, that's really all I had to talk about today. I just want to talk about, really, to congratulate 2XKO on its successful launch. I hope that it's doing good on console. I doubt that Riot will release the numbers on how it's doing on console. I hope that there's a pretty decent player base online. And yeah, I hope to see you guys out there. If you fight me, just understand that most of the time, even in ranked, will continue to run someone's fade or get my fade ran until that person quits. It's just the only way I see myself learning how to really play this game successfully. And yeah. I've been the Loot Doctor. I am the Loot Doctor, and I hope that you guys remember that today's prescription is good RNG. See y'all later.